Hi. Alright, let's go get started. Hello. Today we're vibing. There's some shiny Pokemon I'm considering, and it's just like, I kind of want to just do something chill. Vibe and shiny hunt, as it were. Just double checking that everything looks fine on my end. It looks like everything's fine, so I'm just gonna, yeah. Let's get started. Alright, so what? So before I do anything, let's see if I have any outbreaks that are interesting to me. Okay, nothing of note. Alright, how about here? Skiploom, Rookity, Happini. Ooh, Flamigo. I wouldn't mind doing Flamigo at some point too. So I could definitely do Flamigo. It's a little bit of a subtler shiny, so it might be a little bit harder to hunt or it might be harder to like notice it. But I don't know. There's ones where like they're off color, but then like for some reason you can really tell in some cases, so it might be fine. And I do like me Flamigo. So let's see. Kitakami. There's a Volbeat, Bonsai. Ooh, Fomantis. I was hunting this the other time, but I didn't have any luck with it, so I might actually go for that. Alright, awesome, that's pretty sick. So today we actually have two mass outbreaks I'm pretty okay with, so I might go for those. So, why don't we start with Flamigo, and then work our way from there. I actually do have a different target in mind, but how about I go for that once I like run out of the ones of these ones, because these ones should theoretically be easier to find. Alright, so let me just bring up Flamigo so I can tell what shiny is. Yeah, it's just a paler pink. Okay, so this one is like a little bit hard, but maybe not as hard as like a few other Pokemon I've actually dealt with. One day I do want to go for like Ditto or like Zorua or something. Zorua and Ditto in this game are very annoying to find because they camouflage, so you gotta like actually, you kind of have to like test the waters and like whatever you're hunting, so it's a bit more complicated, but no, not that much more. Alright, so we're gonna have like a lot of Totsugiris in the area too, so alright, so first things first, let's bring out a good Pokemon to whack them with. I like picking Goldengo because it's pretty fast. And then let's also make sure that we have a good catching Pokemon for this. So let's put our Enamorus here, and then let's bring in probably Hitman. No, I don't have Sleep, but like Bounty Hunt might be really good in this situation comparatively, so let's get a Bounty Hunt in there. Alright, let's save our game. And then let's go beat up about 60 of these things. Or until the message pops up, that might be easier. 2 3 5 6 7 9 10. So there's actually a message that pops up that you can just look for when you do the correct amount. And honestly, that kind of makes it a little bit easier if we just pay attention to that instead of counting. But I'll try to keep count. This is kind of a situation where I would wish I was in the terrarium. Because then I'd be able to use sync mode, and it's a lot faster to kill things, and a lot less monotonous to kill things in sync mode. Because you can control the Pokemon directly. The only issue with that is that in sync mode, you can knock out shiny Pokemon, but as if you do Let's Go like this, your Pokemon do not actually... if the Pokemon's shiny, they refuse to kill it, so it's very useful. But sync mode is just a lot... It's a lot easier to do, and sometimes it makes the spawning a little bit easier. Luckily, we're in we have this mouth outbreak's like in a pretty good area, so like it's wide enough that like I can go far enough for the Flamigos to spawn in a just good distance and. Alright, so I'm kind of losing. I kind of lost track of my count, but I think I'm in like the 22. Let's say 23. So like one of the Pokemon that I really want to hunt, or some of the Pokemon that kind of want to shiny hunt are the starters, because I actually I actually don't have that many shiny starters. So, and I caught a few off on my own time, and like, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind getting like a set or something, you know, at least one of each. But it would be cooler if I could like get like an entire evolution family of shinies, but I'm not too sure if that would spiral me down the path of going in a full living dex of shinies, like Joe Merrick does, the creator of Cerebi. There's actually quite a lot of people I've seen who do actually actively go for all shiny, living shiny collections, and I gotta admire their dedication, because they all do it through. They've been doing it since like every game has come out. So like, once they find like a new game where like they check like kind of like what they can get easily in that game versus others, and then like Joe points out this game is probably like the best game for him because it, like there's so many Pokemon that he can get from that were more annoying in the other games to get shiny. So like, yeah, this game is pretty good. And then because it's overworld shinies, it's just like in Let's Go, it's a lot easier to like get more encounters, because whereas in the older games it's random encounter, and because it's random encounter, you can't tell if you're missing an encounter that could have been shiny. In a way, you know, like it's like, oh, if you just walk. Or like, I don't know how to, well, not necessarily that, but like, in an encounter-based system, you're only gonna able to check one encounter every time you get an encounter. So like, whereas in a live spawn system like this, you get to see multiple counters at once. So like, this is over like, it's like over 10 at once. So you're checking for that shiny factor, like, just ever so much faster than you before. It's great. I like it. I love it a lot. It's why this game and Legends Arceus are really great for shiny hunting. Although I think Legends Arceus shiny hunting is more tedious, because Legends Arceus it's more that the mass outbreak has a higher chance to spawn shinies, but not necessarily that it doesn't have like a kill counter thing. At least I don't remember it having one. So it's a lot more annoying. Like, because you have to reset the spawns of the mass outbreak in Legends Arceus, which requires you to like full-on leave an area or save or something. Like there's like a thing you have to do, a method you have to do to specifically reset the spawns of that mass outbreak, because they like actually retain the encounters. Okay, so we got the message that there's not many that left in the outbreak, so that's about enough usually. And so, one method for mass outbreaks, as I said before, is you can either do the picnic method where you do this, and it clears the spawns, and you just run around. And if you do this, it makes it so that you don't have to waste Herba Mystica for the respawns, which can be useful. But if you do use Herba Mystica, it does actually increase the... I mean, if you actually do use the shiny sandwiches, it does increase the chances even more. So if, like, you don't want to keep doing this reset method, then it's definitely more pertinent to actually use the sandwich power. I believe the shiny for... I believe the food ingredient to get the fighting type buff is pickles. So we might be doing that soon. And since we're doing a mass outbreak, we don't have to necessarily eat for encounter right up, because it's a mass outbreak anyway. And they're already spawning, as if they're the only things in the area. So like, not needed at all if you don't want to use the herba. I mean, not needed at all if you don't want to go for like the full-on sandwich. You could probably go for just shiny power too, I think. And I think all you need is like a single Herba Mystica and like an ingredient for at least some shiny power. I believe that's what Awesome John does, but I have seen ingredient-less sandwiches where it's just condiment and Herba Mystica. Those are a little bit more... Those are nice if you want a shiny hunt for Pokemon of a type where their ingredient is really annoying to put on sandwiches. Like, anything with cherry tomatoes, which I think is fairy types. It's very annoying, very stupid. Okay, so instead of doing picnic method, another thing we can do is we can actually manually despawn these by just walking far enough, like that. So we can despawn these, and then we just kind of bend back around, see, and it's like, oh, no, nothing here. Despawn those. And we just kind of do this in it ad infinitum. Oh shoot. Oh, and there's sometimes they can spawn on the bottom of the cliff, so we gotta keep an eye on that too, which might not be great and ideal, but it's what we gotta do sometimes. Yeah, ideally this would have been not on an area where, like, ideally you kind of want... Ooh, I should get these for materials. Yeah, ideally you kind of wish that the mass outbreak spawns in an area that's really flat, there's no walls, there's no dips, because there's always the chance that something could spawn below you and you didn't see it. And if you're by a cliff, there's always a chance the spawn goes into the actual cliff, which has happened. I've had that happen on Salazzles in the caves. It's very bad. Especially for a Pokemon that I really want to hunt. I wanted to hunt because their evolution is gender locked. So like, getting a shiny of the specific gender is not always a thing you can feasibly do easily. So like, if you can get away with getting the evolution instead, I would highly recommend it. If you want the evolution, specifically, but if you want the first stage, yeah, then I guess if you want the first stage, it just depends on if, like, do you want the male one, or do you want the gender that is required for the evolution in the case that you ever do evolve it, or do you not care and you just want the shiny for the first stage? Then gender doesn't matter, and then it becomes a lot easier. So there's a lot of preferences and whatnot. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think Joe Merrick actually, for his living decks, gets Pokemon that have gender differences. There are quite a few. That was a thing that they added in Gen 4 when they did the super overhaul of the entire games, making the special physical split for moves to make it make more sense instead of type locking it. And then yeah. So, my recommendation if you're doing shiny hunting is always make sure you have something that you're watching on the side, because you are going to get bored out of your mind sometimes if you're just doing the shiny hunt vanilla. Sometimes I can stand it, and sometimes I have to like not have anything because it might be easier to concentrate. But no, usually I have something playing in the background. Otherwise, I lose my mind slowly if I do it for more than at least an hour. Anything past an hour is kind of like, hells yeah! Alright, we got our first one. There's our first shiny Flamigo. Alright, so let's go into Bounty Hunt. Also, I realized the Bounty Hunt is also completely screwed over by Flamigo. So maybe I should have just did Breloom instead. Because if it uses a fighting type move, I am fucked. Well, I mean, I'm level 100, it's only level 50. Alright, so we got Paralysis in for that good old catch rate up. Also, make sure to always keep an eye out for other spawns while you're fighting. You could actually spawn another shiny. It would not be the first time for me for that to ever happen. It has happened quite a few times. There we go. Okay, so pink ball. Well, I always go for luxury ball for shinies. If I have like appropriate balls that I want to catch them in, then I will. But I kind of want more of a stock of apricorn balls before I start using them on like catches like this. But it's all right. But yeah, we got our first shiny Flamigo. So that was a quick hunt. Generally, I like to catch, if I have the opportunity from a horde, I like catching more than one. So, these aren't examples of hordes. These are examples of Pokemon that I just found while I was hunting. So all these Wellius were actually while I was finding Roaring Moon. This Executor came out when I was just kind of goofing around the other stream. And then, these Venomots all came while I was hunting for Slitherwings. Because they are bug type too. So I have a lot of blue Venomots. Yeah, a lot of these are kind of like random byproducts of like other hunts. This was a part of a horde. I was kind of sad that I didn't get any more Rotoms because I really like Rotom. Larvestas were not an outbreak in the desert, but I did use sandwiches. But yeah, but if I do sandwiches, I like to catch at least 2, so it makes it worth it. Unless it's just pain. Frostlass actually was only 1 in an entire horde that I got. Sometimes I do. If I am not in like the right mood, I will just kill a horde until I just get tired and I just give up and kill all of them instead. So there is that. But yeah, we caught 1 Flamigo. Let's try to see if we can catch a little bit more. And if we do, we will move on to Fomantis. Because I actually was hunting that the other time. And it did not go well, so I am very excited to possibly get an actual one. And I think this time I'll make sure that I'm actually, like, I'll actually like keep track of which ones I caught that were shiny and actually post a picture of it after. That probably would be a good idea, huh? But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, yeah, always have something on the side to watch, or you will lose your mind if you're not strong enough. Let's see. So actually, what I'm watching right now on the side is GDQ because that happened this weekend, and I didn't watch it, so I want to watch through it now. It is the weekend, so I get to watch through a bunch of VODs. It'll be great. Okay, this seems like a good circle. I'm going around in a decent pace. And they're spawning in it at pretty good rates. There are times where they just don't spawn in for some reason, even though you're going in the, like... You're, like, at the right amount of distance that they do spawn. So what do I mean by, being the right distance? Pokemon actually do not spawn in a specific radius around you. So, like... If you're thinking that you can just sit there and wait for Pokemon to just come up around you, that is not a thing. Unless they are programmed to move towards you and find you. Oh, we already got our second one. Ooh, it has a mark too. Ooh, sick. All right, so we got two already. That's pretty good. Good old Flamigo. So what's false swipe it? I believe it doesn't get Brave Blurred till later? Actually, let me go check on that. I should be worried about this. Okay, so we're safe from it having any recoil. Recoil, the only recoil move it has is Bright Bird, and that's level 54. So we're in a pretty good level zone for these, so pretty good. But yeah, nice. We got another Flamigo. Alright, so let's definitely go for a few. I think we'll get quite a few. Maybe we can end with 5. Maybe we can try for 5. Maybe 5. I don't know. That's just me. I really like hoarding, you know? I guess to get I really like hoarding. Like look at this. Look at all these items. I am a hoarder. Well, except for TMs, I was not hoarding those, and neither was I hoarding these when I found that there was a gacha machine I could be spending them on, so there is that. I kind of regret not doing more Delibird, Delibird hordes while I was, while that event was up, because Delibird's parcels, I believe, don't make any useful, any useful TMs, so like, they're very ideal for sticking into the gacha machine, so I really should have just capitalized on that. Another Pokemon that you can actually use, the best item that I found is Happiny Dust, which is from Chansey's. And oh, I guess there wasn't a Happiny Master Outbreak, so we can probably beat that up later too, just so that we can get more dust for the gacha machine. Because remember, gacha is life. And for some reason it's in Pokemon now, so I guess I'll gladly take it. I guess speaking of Pokemon gacha, I guess there is the Pokemon Masters game. I did play that game when it came out, and I did play it for quite a while. It was very unique in that it didn't have like an energy system when it came out. Like, I'm not sure why they decided to not give it an energy system when it came out, but I mean, I appreciate it because I could just infinitely grind. It took forever to get any items though. I heard it's a lot easier now, and like that's cool and all, but I really don't feel like playing that game. After a while, that game got really meh. Like, it definitely felt like you needed to get, like, sync pairs that actually have good moves, because sometimes you just don't. I don't know, I think it's probably better now, but, like, it's just, like, it didn't feel like there was much you could really optimize on individual characters. Like, there probably was ways, like, I didn't play it that well, too, that game, so, like, yeah, I don't know. I think I leveled up every sync pair I had, too. Because I'm like the kind of person who, if there's like if the game will let you infinitely grind, then I will take that opportunity to infinitely grind. And it's the game's fault if it lets me do that. It's not my fault. It's the game's fault, which is probably the stupidest Because like I've mentioned, for my friends there is a scale of 0 to me for grind tolerance. So like, yeah, you know, me saying that it's a problem with the developers to have a grind, making something grindable is a bad thing. When it's in fact it's probably fine levels of grind for some people. But for me, it's just like, they should not give me the opportunity to. But for other people, it might be better. I don't know if I'm speaking well right now, but yeah, that is my random dumb thought about gacha. I did see that they have like a lot of really cute pairs. Like, I feel like the gacha game does characterize the trainers a little bit more that are in the game, the NPCs. So I do appreciate that, but like, I kind of wish it was more in the games. Like, that's why I like this game a lot, because a lot of the NPCs in this game actually get more time to shine than they usually do. Like Swish, I cared a little bit more about the NPCs than before. I mean, like, I adored the rivals, except for Hop. Although, I think Hop grew on me later, when he stopped, like, complaining, I guess. I don't know what to do. I'm probably... I don't know if I'm being controversial in that opinion about not liking Hop. I think a lot of people do like him, though. I think a lot of people really liked that he kind of, like... he was getting, like, upset that he was losing to us, and then they actually felt bad that he was losing to us, but I was just like, I don't know, it's just kind of like the same thing in every Pokemon game, isn't it? We isekai ourselves into the Pokemon protagonist and use our metagame knowledge to destroy the universe. Is that not a thing? Is that a dumb opinion? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I do appreciate that Karen becomes like a jerk rival for a bit. Because it was like the inverse of what they've been doing, where it's like the jerk rival who turns into your friend, but then it was like the guy who just wants to be your friend who turns into a jerk rival because he lost you so many times, but like, I don't know, that's like the same thing as Hop, but like, instead of getting depressed, he just gets obsessed. Well, I guess he does get partially depressed, in a way. I don't know. Am I rambling? I'm rambling. Also, I did notice that I actually am getting, when I've been shiny hunting lately, because of the new, one of the upgrades you can get from the club room is that when you inspect Pokemon, it tells you if they're a small or big size or have a mark, which is cool. I mean, I wish it gave you a marker that tells you that they're shiny for the ones that you can't tell. But I guess there is the Let's Go feature for that, but like, I don't know, it'd just be nice if it did it on top of that too, you know? Oh god. So recently I actually finished all of my files on these games. I have 5 in total, and I've cleared every single one. Finished the story on each, finished the Kitakami DLC on each, and then I also finished the Blueberry Academy DLC for each, so, and the epilogue for each of them. So I am complete on the story for all 5 files. What does this do, or what does this mean that I have these? It means that I can catch a bunch of legendary Pokemon now, I guess. I already got Pecharunt. I already got Terrapagos 5 times, so now I have 1 for my living dex, which is nice. I have 1 that I already made that was used for Tera Raids, which has been nice. And now I have 4 I have wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 3 more that I can play around with to do whatever. Terapagos is probably going to be allowed in competitive at some point near the end of Scarlet and Violet's lifetime, probably, as they usually do. If not, I'll be surprised. But Koraidon and Miraidon still haven't been allowed into the metagame yet, so like that'll be interesting how that plays out. It'll probably be majority. No, it probably will. It'll be a decent mix, because I do remember that from Paldea Prologue. There was a decent mix of people wanting to use Koraidon or Miraidon. Koraidon it's just unfortunately you need to make sure it Terras, because its 4 times weakness to Fairy is disgusting and kind of makes it like more annoying to run. But Sun is just such a good setup. Sun weather, like being able to set up Sun is so good. It's not as like diverse as rain builds, but Sun builds are really fun because it lets you use a lot of grass type Pokemon. The only issue with one of the bigger issues though with Sun is that because it supports grass type Pokemon, it also boosts moves to destroy grass type Pokemon, which is kind of awkward to say the least. But a lot of grass type Pokemon have Chlorophyll. They can do a lot of damage. Or with Chlorophyll, they can get like a lot of speed so that they can do a lot of cool setup. But then you gotta remember that there's a lot of Pokemon with Prankster that's available now too in the metagame, so it's just kind of like, can Chlorophyll Pokemon really take over? And I think yeah, they definitely can. They're still viable. It's just like, this is a matter of like, what Pokemon become very popular for usage. Lower ladders though will definitely be really good. I am on the lower end of the ladder, so I'll probably see tons of gimmick sets more than a competitive player would on higher ladder. I think competitively, I'm like, Pokemon, this is kind of one of those things where I'm just like, oh, hi Kosu, welcome. I hope you're ready to vibe. Welcome, welcome. I don't know when you came in, sorry, I was kind of just rambling about whatever. But yeah, welcome. You're cold? How cold is it where you are, Kosu? It's been like really cold here too in Hawaii lately too. Well, I say cold, but like for other people it's probably like incredibly warm because I die under 70. I'm weak. Meanwhile, I can live in like 120 Fahrenheit pretty well. -30 C? I don't. I gotta convert that. Sorry, I'm a dirty American. Hold on. Celsius. Too fair. Fahrenheit. I can't spell. So -30? Oh, that is... Oh, that's cold. Oh, that is... Oh. Oh, dear God. I would die. Good luck, Coast. How are you? I'm doing great. It's a new year. A lot of stuff happened in the first week that wasn't necessarily the greatest, but also kind of cool, but also kind of work is whatever. It's a lot of year-end stuff I have to still do, and then lots of stuff just at work, you know? And who am I hunting? Oh, wow, I did. You wrote, "Why are you hunting?" But I didn't actually read it as that. I'm surprised. My brain just like automatically assumed you wrote who. I didn't even, what the fuck. Yeah, who am I hunting? Right now I'm hunting Flamigo because I really like it. I really like the Flamigo. It's so stupid. It's so funny. It's just a flamingo, but it's so funny and I love it. And it's stupid. But I actually already found 2. I'm trying to see if I can get 3 more. Because I don't know, I'm a hoarder. And I might pass some on to people who might want them. And yeah, there's actually a couple other hunts I want to do. I actually have a bounty for a friend that I want to get. Because I like getting shinies for my friends, because that's generally what I tend to do when I beat the game. Can you tell they're shiny from the overworld? Yes, you can. That is the best thing about this game. That's the best thing about this game in terms of shiny hunting. It's the same as Legends Arceus. The only difference is that in Legends Arceus, it has a sound cue when you find a shiny, which made it so much nicer in Arceus. And people go, oh, but how come it happened in Arceus, but it's not in Scarlet Violet? Well, the thing is, both games were developed simultaneously, and I hate hearing people talk about that over and over again. It's like it mentioned that complaint, but it's like, well, yeah, they were developed simultaneously, but just because they're developed simultaneously in the same company doesn't necessarily mean that both groups like talk to each other about their stuff. Like, they might go over certain details, but like it's not a very common thing in programming, and I don't think people understand that. And it's kind of annoying. And people probably argue that they could, and it's like, yeah, they could, but anyways, I'm just a salty programmer. Anyways, yeah. You want a shiny hunt in Arceus now? Yeah, and Arceus's shiny hunting method is actually pretty much the same as this, where there are hordes or mass outbreaks of Pokemon, and in this game you can beat up 60 to increase your odds of finding. You can knock out 60 Pokemon in a mass outbreak to increase your shiny odds to about like half, I think. And then the shiny charm also increases it by like another half. And then you can eat sandwiches and give yourself a buff that like that also can increase your shiny chance, because it makes it so that instead of doing 1 shiny check when it generates a Pokemon, it does like 3 or 2 or 4 or something. There's a lot of cool mechanics with it, but yeah. And then Legends Arceus doesn't have that, I don't believe. But mass outbreaks in Legends Arceus do innately have a high chance of generating shiny Pokemon. And what you do in Legends Arceus is, well, I think they patched the original way to do it, but like you gotta like reset the spawns that already have happened in the mass outbreak. And you just kind of keep doing that until it resets to have some shiny Pokemon in it. And it's cool, because that's a very viable method to do it. Sometimes it's like... Sometimes it might be too tedious. Sometimes you just want to go between mass outbreaks and just be like, yeah! Maybe I'll find a shiny this time, maybe I won't. And then it's like, yeah, you can do that. Very viable. I gotta pick up Scarlet Violet again. I never even finished the first gym, but I've really been feeling like playing it recently. I feel like I've actually met a lot of people met people who've played the game initially and then they kind of stop. And like honestly, I understand. Like, the game, I think the game is good. There's a lot of bad, but like technically this game is pretty woof. But like, honestly, this is like the most fun I've had with a Pokemon generation for a long time, because the way I gauge how much I like Pokemon games is how much I like replaying the game. And a lot of what makes me hate replaying a Pokemon game is when I have to redo random trainer battles that are mandatory, because every route has mandatory trainers, and they always have optional trainers. And the optional trainers are like... Optional trainers are always like... Very obviously, they're optional, because a lot of them actually do have better Pokemon than the ones you... Yes! Number 3! Okay, but yeah, a lot of trainers, like, have Pokemon that you can obviously tell, like, yeah, they're avoidable, but, like, you can definitely tell they're better than the other Pokemon, the other trainers on the route. But yeah, like, when Swish came out, I really liked Sword and Shield. But then when I replayed it, I hated Life, because the mandatory trainers in that game make me so sad that I have to fight through all of them on every route, and there's so many routes in that game, but not really as much as, like, yeah. Diamond and Pearl is like another game where it's like, I really like that game, but replaying it, traversing that map is really annoying, so like there's that, unfortunately, but yeah. But yeah, Kosu, I definitely, like, if you should definitely give the game a try. I'll give the game another try to play again. The game is really good when you get further. Like, I really think this game is good. And if you really like shiny hunting, Kosu, I think it's like the best, because to give you an idea, here's my first box of shinies, here's my second box, here's my third box, and here's my fourth box. Like it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game, shiny hunting. Oh yeah, Kosu, do you have a favorite Pokemon? Cause I do like taking requests if you ever want a shiny Pokemon. So like, if it's a Pokemon in this game, I can definitely try to see if I can track it down and get you one. So just, you know, just let me know. Or if for your playthrough you want, like, I don't know, an egg of a Pokemon that you like really want to play through the game with, and like you're just not sure if like you'll be able to find it until like later or something, you know. You can. That's always an option. I can always give you an egg. Whenever I see, like, whenever I have friends who play Pokemon, I always like to spoil my friends who play Pokemon, so, like, feel free to ask, honestly, yeah. Is Reuniclus in this game? I tried so hard to find a shiny of that in Swish. As a matter of fact, Kosu, it was just added into the current DLC. Yeah, it's one of the Pokemon that was added to the Terrarium. Wait, hold on, sorry. There it is, yeah. Look, there it is! Look at how cute! Little guy, yeah! So like, so... if you don't own the DLC, you can't, like, you know, find them in the wild, which is given. But, if people are hosting Tera Raids from the DLC, you're allowed to join them in your game. If you don't want to buy the DLC. Which is, it's like another $30, which I understand for people, it's kind of a lot for a DLC. Yeah. So, like, it's very fair to, like, for people who like the game but don't want to necessarily buy the DLC right away. But yeah, it's in the DLC. It's only available in the post game, so like But like, you know, if you want a little guy to like hang out with you in your game, in your playthrough, your normal playthrough, you know, Wiggle's eyebrow. I need to get Nintendo Online again. I haven't touched my Switch in a long time until recently. That is very fair. Oh! Let's fucking go! Number 4! Another one. This is going so well. I'm so happy. Alright, once we get a 5th one, I think that's a good point for me to stop so that I can move on to the next hunt. Which would be another will be a little guy. A little Fomantis. I was actually doing this like another stream a while back, and like I was actually hunting for a different Pokemon, and then it never came home. So, but it has a mass outbreak today in my game, so I'm gonna try look for that one. Oh yeah, speaking of like Nintendo Online, I appreciate that it has the family, the family version of the online where you can just add people. You can add quite a lot of people actually to a family to like share the Nintendo Online, which is nice. So I've added my older sister, and then like, for this game, I actually do. Okay, this is like the 1 millionth time I probably said this on the stream, but I do actually have 5 playthroughs of this game total. This is my first one. Then I have a playthrough on Violet on this profile. I guess I could show it. So like, and then I have so I have 2 games on this profile. I have 1 game on this profile, 1 on this one, and 1 on this one. So I have 5 playthroughs in total right now, and I've played through all 5 of them completely. DLC and all. And like, part of the reason why I did it is because 1, like, I really like this game. I like replaying it. And then 2 is, I actually do own quite a few Switches. So when the Nintendo Switch came out, I bought the original, like the day it released. So once I got that, I got to play Breath of the Wild like immediately. And then like, then I thought, okay, they'll probably like make an updated model later. So like maybe I'll buy, maybe I'll buy it if like something comes out with it. And then Animal Crossing came out, and Animal Crossing had that special Animal Crossing Switch. So I was like, okay. Oh no, wait, no, that wasn't the second one. The second one I bought was they showed off the Switch Lite, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll get one if there's a special one. And then Sword and Shield released, and they had a special one, so I was like, okay. So I bought that one. And then, that's when I had 2 Switches. And then Animal Crossing came out, and it had the special Animal Crossing Switch, and I looked at it and I said, okay, is it an actual different model? And apparently, yes, it's like their 2.0 model, where it has like a slightly better battery life and whatnot. So I was like, okay. So I bought that Switch. So I ended up with that one too. Then when this game came out, by that point the Nintendo Switch, the LED came out already, and I saw that this game had a bundle with the LED. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm buying the LED. So I ended up with a total of 4 Switches, and I was replaying the game, and I thought, wait a minute, I have 4 Switches. I can do Tera Raids by myself. So then I was like, oh, cool. I was already planning on playing through this once on each game. I should, I was like, oh, I could totally play this game by myself. So I moved my save file onto another Switch so I could play Tera Raids. And then I was like, okay, but what if I had like 3 more files? So then I made 3 more playthroughs. I sold my first Switch to my friend when the AC Switch came out. That's another good... That's the smarter thing to do. Actually, getting money from the old Switch so that you can buy the new Switch. See, Kosu? That is the actually more sensible thing to do than what I did. Oh god. And if they announce a Switch 2, I probably will buy that one too. Oh boy. But yeah, so I actually do have a setup. Wait, hold on, I can show this real quick. I have a setup where I can actually play 4 games with myself. So if I do go to this screen, those are my other Switches. And I have actually streamed myself doing this a few times where I've done Tera Raids by myself. So yeah. I have that open for me. It really is nice when I can help some friends with the harder Tera Raids, because I can just build Pokemon on the other ones and do support and stuff. But yeah, my friend wanted to switch, so it was a win-win. Yeah, that's a super win-win. That is pretty awesome. One thing is, I actually have, so like, I myself am a twin. I'm a fraternal twin with a twin sister. But I've actually met quite a lot of twins growing up, and one of the pair of twins is like a pair of identical twins, and they're my pretty close friends, and like they tended to like share their like Switches and stuff, and like the PlayStation and all that stuff. And then like they both really like playing games like Pokemon and like Smash Brothers. And then like the downside is that like they could never really play the game for like themselves or on their own time, or like they always have to make sure that one person's borrowing it or whatever. So like one Christmas I just bought one of the twins a Switch. And like they were quite happy about it, and I was very happy that they were happy, because the Switch is a console and it's not like a handheld like the DS was. They didn't feel like they could really justify buying 2. But yeah, I was very happy that I was able to get them freedom from each other on that system. I feel like I was talking about Nintendo Online. Was I? I don't know. Anyways, Nintendo Online. To go back onto that. I do like that they have like the classic games that you can play on that one thing you can download and play classic games. That's cool. I kind of miss being able to just buy ROMs though, like on the 3DS. So that's like partially a bummer. But like, I kind of do like that it's part of Switch Online, so that's nice. And they add more titles, so... And quite honestly, like, what they've added to Switch Online kind of makes it pretty worth it compared to, like, buying the pass for, like, PlayStation Network, which I do very rarely nowadays. I think I only bought it because I was playing Versus one day. I was like, okay, I'll play online a little bit on Versus, so... And I'll probably need it again when I'm playing Rising, so like, I'm so anxious to check my Pokemon home. I Pokemon from all the way from OG Gen 3 on there. Ooh. Yeah. But I don't know if they're still there. Oh, yeah, if you don't pay the sub, I think they're just kind of like held hostage in the other boxes. Because, when you have the free version of Home, I think you only have the 1 box in the beginning. So if you have a lot in the back boxes, I think they're still there, but like, yeah, you gotta pay to like free them from the box or something. I'm fine with it being held hostage or something. Yeah, I think you're fine. Like, I think you're fine. I hope I'm right, but I'm pretty sure you're okay. And if not, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I feel you. I have quite a bit from my like Gen 3 and Gen 4. Time will tell. Indeed, indeed. I'm kind of hoping that one day for the Nintendo Switch Online thing for like, because they have like Game Boy Color games and they have all that stuff, but I'm hoping that eventually for the Advance they add in like Pokemon games. That would be cool. I mean, for the Nintendo expansion pack thing, if you pay for that version of the Nintendo Switch Online, you can play Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 online for the minigames. That's pretty sick. I have been thinking about whether or not I want to upgrade to it because they've recently added Golden Sun and Golden Sun Lost Age to the Game Boy Advance one, and I really want to play them again. And then like it's just like, I don't want to play them on emulator though, so it's like, oh, I can play them on an official emulator, I guess. I think the sad thing though is that I do own the cartridges. If I can manage to buy the GBA player for my GameCube, I would totally play it on my GameCube. Because I have like a HD converter and all that stuff. Yeah. Pokemon Stadium, my beloved. Right? Right? It's like the childhood game. The mini games are so memorable, even though they're so simple. Did I ever actually play the actual stadium part of Pokemon Stadium? Hell no. I never understood Pokemon well enough to do that. But like, honestly, Stadium mode had like a lot of things going for it. Like if you didn't, like you had to really strategize with the rental Pokemon to like actually get past stages and that. Because, man, the rental Pokemon had really weird moveset. And like, I actually don't know like how much Gen 1 IVs actually were existed in that game. I don't know what the rental Pokemon Gen like IVs were. And Gen 1 IVs are really weird. And what is the other stat? It's like Ivy and Eevee is like a one whole stat in Gen 1. And I think they were called something else. But I don't remember what it was. But it was like, it's a thing that speedrunners talk about a lot for Gen 1 and 2. No, I think Gen 2 does add on IVs, but they only cap it like 15 or something. But IVs also determine gender, determine shininess, and determine like forms. So like, Gen 2 IVs were really whack. And because it determined gender, female Pokemon I think actually were could literally only be some of the weaker IV variants, which was interesting. So like, if you changed like IV values like a Game Shark or something, I think it would sometimes like change Pokemon gender because only so many codes could be female and whatnot. I don't know if this is interesting, but like yeah, me just rambling. Oh shit! Ah, crap. No, come back. Another one. Oh, baby. Mega kick, jeez. I guess to go back to Pokemon Stadium, what was your favorite minigame, Kosu? I think my favorite minigame in the original Pokemon Stadium was the Clefairy one, just because of how goofy it was. The like dun 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 dun. Very, 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 and then the little with the hammer. Ooh, you love the Sandshrew dig one? So did my older sister. She was like really good at like pressing L and R fast, and she would always win and like destroy everyone in our family. It was so crazy. The Clefairy one was the bane of my existence. I feel you. It was funny to me, but I could not for the life of me ever get that game right. Like, you're already challenging my memory. It's another thing that completely challenged my memory in the later half of that game. Like, my god, it could get insane. Alright, so let's heal up. And we're gonna set our next hunt for our next bounty hunt, which will be Fomantis. Oh, she taught me a new emote. Cool. Okay, let's go over here and find ourselves a nice shiny Fomantis. I gotta say though, Pokemon Stadium 2, they were like, you know those mini games from Pokemon Stadium 1? They were good, but what if we just went even harder and made them even better? And that game really popped off on the mini games, let me say. Those mini games are so good. Never got Pokemon Stadium 2. Kosu, I'm telling you, you gotta find at least some way to see play the mini games. They're so good. They're so good, Kosu. Like 100%. If you can manage to play it in this day and age, please play them, Kosu. You'll love them. Gen 2 is your favorite too? Ooh, even better. And you do still have an N64? I do too! I'm honestly amazed it still works. I thought it would like die after a while. Just gotta get the game somehow. How expensive is the game even right now on like on eBay or something? Not like in box, because that would be kind of terrifying. I think in like in a second hand shop, it probably is still probably pretty pricey. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send out Goldengo to beat these Fomantis up, and I'm gonna go look up Pokemon Stadium 2 shopping. All right, so. Video game cartridges for Nintendo 64. Oh wow, these are actually not that bad. Like, if they're not in box, they're like 27 bucks. American. Like, you know, this is actually a lot tamer than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like high. Yeah. Nintendo Pokemon Stadium 2 for N64 not working. Why would you be selling it if it's not what is wrong with people? Walmart Outdoor 25. Walmart, who are you letting sell this on your marketplace? I didn't know people could sell stuff on Walmart. I know that's not a shiny friggin' Goldengo. You can beat it up. Please, beat up the Pokemon. So I've actually I did mention that I did play through the game 5 times, but oddly enough, I want to play through the game again. I want to play through a 6th time because I have 2 Scarlet playthroughs and 3 Violet playthroughs, so I kind of want to have another playthrough on Scarlet. And like so for the first playthrough I played it normally, second playthrough I played Violet and I played it normally. My third playthrough I played Violet again, but I played it as fast as I could possibly do it without like looking up how the speedrun works. And that one so that one was like basically another semi-normal team. And in my fourth playthrough I learned the speedrun and I tried doing that. And the speedrun makes you use the Flamigo, which is funny, because the Flamigo is very, very good at, like, fighting literally everything in the game. It's so funny. And then my fifth playthrough, I actually did stream that entire 5th one so I actually have my full first playthrough and my full 5th playthrough on my stream VOD channel, if that interests anybody. So like, the first playthrough is 2 days of me just playing the game for like 18 hours straight. So like, I beat this game in like, God, I forget how long the VODs are, but like they're very long. I had to split the second VOD because it was longer. I tried streaming the first time I played Skyblade, but I fell off. I gotta do what you did. You just gotta go through the entire game coasted in one sitting, you know? Yeah. I actually did that for like ever since I started doing streams. Since wait, what game did I before I never did that, like play through the entire game in like 1.5 sittings, but like I did that from I think Sun and Moon. no wait, X and Y in college with my friend. We bought the game on the eShop and then like we waited till midnight till we could play it, and then like day 1 we played till like 6 in the morning, and then we like slept for like 4 hours, and we woke up and we like played through the rest of the game. Oh, we were unhinged at that time. Oh, so funny. Good. That was like on a weekend in college too. So like we had to go to class on Monday. Good times. And then Sun and Moon, I think I played that and I binged through the whole game. And I think Sun and Moon came out when I was already working. So, like, I think I took a day off for it. Yeah, I think I took a day off for it. So I played it from the time it came out on the eShop. And then I think I beat it the next day. And I've been doing that for, like, every Pokemon release since then. So, yeah. I might not be... Well, wait, is this a shiny? Oh shit! Let's go! It's so tiny too! Oh, little baby. Oh, I'm so happy. I wanted to do this the other stream, but it just did not come home. Oh, it has synthesis. Oh, that's annoying. What the F? When Pokemon are in the overworld, getting spawns is a lot easier, you know? Oh, this makes me so happy. I don't know how I could tell that one. Like, these are very hard to see. It was just barely green in the all this green. Can't believe. Alright, let's clear out these spawns and respawn them all. Yeah, unfortunately, since we're on this cliff and there's not like a lot of spit. Okay, I thought that was another one already. I was freaking out. It looked so much greener. When they move, I have to like really focus my eyes to make sure that they're green or not. Okay, okay, these are fine. All right, so we're gonna reset the spawn again. Oh yeah, and then there's actually a thing you can do on Switch that like a lot of people don't know about. If you press home twice, you can do zoom in and out stuff. So like if you can do this, and then like you could actually like look at in little tiny details. Okay, so these aren't green. I think a few people I've seen who do shiny hunting use this feature on like a few Pokemon. Normally I wouldn't use it, but in this case I think it's just a lot easier to like actually tell. Okay, so these are green. Oh, I'm not. I gotta like face them in a good direction. Ah, shit. Okay. Okay, so these are normal. These are normal. That's normal. That's normal. That's normal. That's normal. Okay. Okay. No shinies. Normal, 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 normal. Alright, so there's a thing I can do with sandwiches here to like help increase the odds a bit more, but this is just a way to save the item that makes things shiny. I should look through the GDQ playlist to like see what games got played, because I actually did not check the list this time. One time, a couple of times, Final Fantasy 14. One time has not a couple times. Final Fantasy 14 has been on GDQ one time, but I think that was for the like Twitch one. Or for the offline one, or the online one only. Yeah. A very niche favorite of mine is Chatot. Ooh, Chatot's a really cute choice, honestly. I think Chatot's a good. I think Chat's a very, very cute pick. Very based pick. I especially liked how in Gen 4, for its special move, Chatter, you could record. You could record a bit of audio for it. In Diamond, you got to trade one with an NPC for Buiza, and Baby was like obsessed with it and traded to level 100. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I do remember that trade, yeah. I'm so happy for Baby Kosu that Baby Kosu got to do that. Gen 4 was like my first time like being within the current console generation, and it was very strange for me. Cause like for like all the way up until, because I think by the time I got a DS was when the DS was like getting near the end of its lifespan, but it was still current at least. So like that was the first time I was ever current with like any game system, and it was interesting. It was so early in the game too, it was like level 9 or 10. Yeah, 11, yeah. It was my main squeeze, and I've transited between so many games. Oh, that's so awesome. I wish I had a Pokemon like that. I think the oldest Pokemon I have, I think, are my unknowns from Gen 3. Because, I don't know if you played Fire Red or Leaf Green, Kosu, but like there was like the post-game Sevi Island area that like had all the Gen 2 Pokemon, and like, oh my god, I spent hours getting all the unknown forms in that game, and like I was so proud of myself when I finished. That I've transferred them all the way from Gen 3 to my current games. Or not my current game, to home. Oh, you did? Oh, sick. Did you like the Sevi Islands? I thought they were like neat. I didn't think they were like game changing, but they were cool. Got Fire Red right before I went on a trip with my mom, so you're nostalgic. Oh, getting a new Pokemon game before you go on a trip is so good. Cause like the plane ride is when you can just like have the best time ever. And then like when you have to go from place to place in the car and stuff. Oh, so good. That was like getting a new game to play for trips was like the best. I think two notable games I can like say that like I got for that specific purpose. Like so in high school for our band trip, we got to go to New York and partially Washington DC and stuff. So like that was so like we got to go to the Pokemon Center in New York, which I think is Nintendo World by that point, which is kind of sad. I wish it was just Pokemon, but yeah, they had like a bunch of like the new like games out, and at that point Platinum finally came out, and like I wasn't really like, I was like, maybe like in first I was like, I don't know if I really need the third version, but then like I was in New York and we were like going for like really long bus rides and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll play Platinum. And then Platinum is not like probably like my favorite my favorite game because of that trip. And then there's a non-Pokemon game I can talk about too, but I'll bring them after your. My dream as a kid was to go to a Pokemon Center store. My Swedish ass was so far away. Oh, I feel you, Kosu. There's nothing in Hawaii. I feel you, Kosu. Although, sweet, definitely, you're definitely further away. Yeah. I really want to go to the Pokemon Center in Japan, and I'm afraid to because I'm probably gonna spend so much money there. I'm very glad that any friends that I know who live in Japan or like have gone to Japan always know to bring me back something Pokemon related. I appreciate them so much. Cassidy got me a few things from the Pokemon Center in Japan, I think. Like she got me like a little score bunny, and then like some Tandem Mouse stuff. It was so great. I'm so happy. I'm very grateful. You're planning a trip to Japan this year, and you've been saving up for 10 years because you just know you're gonna spend a lot of money. Very proactive of you. Very, very, very proactive. I hope you have a great time, Kosi. When are you going, actually? Are you going like soon? Are you gonna like go around to like travel like for like general travel, or like do you have like anywhere specific you want to go to for the like your main focus kind of thing? Hopefully early summer. Ooh, okay, that'll be pretty good. I think a bunch of my friends are gonna go like in February or something. I only heard about the plans recently, but it was like, I probably wouldn't have said yes though. I have so much stuff I have to worry about for work, but like, yeah. General travel, going with a friend who has a tighter budget, so we'll see what we'll be able to do. That's fair. That's very fair. I feel like I'm usually the tighter budget friend when I go on trip. Cause like, I think 3 years ago, my friend wanted to do the most bougiest New York trip ever, and they were worried that I wouldn't want to go because they were going so bougie. So I was just like, so I surprised them when I actually wasn't going. When I was actually willing to spend money. They were so They were so confused. I don't know if you know Saku, but I'm actually picking up a belated birthday gift when they sent me, including some stuff they got from me in Japan a few months ago. Oh yeah, Saku! Yeah, of course I know Saku. Ooh. But yeah, I hope the gift is really cool. That's nice. That's really nice to Saku though. Okay, so that one's in the ground. Oh shit, was that a shot? It's fine. There might have been one and I might have missed it because I just did the picnic. Ugh. It's taken over a month to get here. But finally, you can pick it up today. Oh heck yeah. Hope you can go to the Japanese Pokemon Center too today soon. Yeah, one day. Actually, so like, my friend really wanted to go to the HoloFest thing again. He went last year and like he had a good time, so he wanted to go back again. And so this year he was him and his friends were still debating if they were gonna go. And they kind of like debated it a little bit too late, so like they saw the price, like a good price, and when they asked, like the people responded too slow, so the price went up, like it really shot up. So they were like, maybe I won't go this year. And or like the price, like they didn't get a response. I was like, okay, if you can't go this year, I promise you I'll go with you next year. And the price shot up, so they decided not to go this year. So I was like, alright, I guess I'm going with you to Japan next year. So I'll be seeing, I guess I'm going to HoloFest for probably like a day or something next year. If I get tickets. I don't even know if we're gonna get tickets. If we don't get tickets, I'm just gonna be happy that I'm in Japan. Honestly. I'm kind of hoping that we can get a couple of our other friends to come too. Because then, those two friends will probably just be with me vibing around like Tokyo, going to different places and getting stuff. Like the Pokemon store. Or some of the cafes. I kind of want to go to some themed cafes. Just to experience it, you know? Yeah, this hunt's a little bit slower in terms of checking them. Because they're small. But it is what it is. I can try, I can probably be a little more active. I can reset it like that and then just move in after the spawn and check. I've done it for like, I've done quite a few like smaller Pokemon searches like this, but usually after a point I kind of just like run in like this and just check because it's a little bit less monotonous. But it be what it be. Luckily, I'm not hunting anything that's a ghost-type Pokemon. Because those generally require nighttime, I believe, to spawn most of the time. I think there's like a few exceptions, but yeah, unfortunately those ghost-type Pokemon, you have to like wait for nighttime in most cases. Which makes hunting for them a bit troublesome, but it is what it is. They're actually quite... I think there's like a few other nocturnal Pokemon that aren't just ghost types, like Noctowl and Hoot Hoot are only nighttime. But I think there might be a few more, but I don't know them off the top of my head. I definitely appreciate day-night cycles in the Pokemon games instead of having synced time. There are times when I do miss synced time, but like it's definitely a lot less troublesome when you can actually do anything at any time of day. They had it in Arceus where you could sleep and go to any point of the time of day. So like I'm kind of hoping they carry that over into the next game they develop. So like, because that would be nice and ideal. I think they're still trying to do updates for this game. So like, hopefully if they do, now that they have the DLC done, I'm kind of hoping that they still do a few minor like quality of life updates. That'd be nice. I don't know if they will, but it definitely would be nice if they do. Because they did see how people were disappointed by the graphics stuff, where it was like actually having frame issues and stuff, so they kind of fixed some, but then like they kind of didn't, so I don't know if they're still working on it. I hope they're still working on it. It would be kind of bad if they weren't. They're gonna... No, I mean, people will probably still be fine with it, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a hope. Oh, I actually can despawn them in this distance. Okay, this actually is possible. I can do a little bit less of a monotonous despawn. I'm thinking because these are a little bit more troublesome, I'll probably do a little bit less of a stock of these. Maybe instead of 5, I'll only go for like 3. So only 2 more. And then after this, we're gonna be in territory where we're not gonna have mass outbreaks to rely on. So we're gonna have to use type sandwiches, which will be something I get to show off again. Maybe I can eat a sandwich. I could definitely eat a grass type shiny up for this. I don't need encounter rate, which is fine. So I can make a simpler sandwich. Oh. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, let's save the game. And then we'll make a picnic, and we're gonna make a nice grass-type sandwich. Okay, so I believe grass-type is just lettuce. Through. I think we only need a lettuce. And I think technically we only need one herba. I can always reset if I mess up anyway. Alright, so this should be grass type up. I don't know if it's power 2 or 3 though. I don't remember if you need to make more than one piece of lettuce. Oh, okay. Yep. Sparkling Power Grass level 3. Perfect. That's all we need. Alright, so now all grass types that we see should have a higher chance of being shiny. I should look at the table to, like, accurately explain the chances. But it would be. This sandwich will last for half an hour. Oh, and if we're lucky, this Fomantis could be shiny. Unless it's a static spawn, then it doesn't get affected, because it only technically spawns once unless you do some convoluted thing to respawn it. little Munchlax. Oh yeah, it's very interesting that they've taken out some items that you needed to have for breeding before. Like the full incense and sea incense and stuff for baby Pokemon. It's probably because of how the breeding works in the picnic is really awkward for that kind of stuff. So like, fair enough. But it just makes me wonder if they'll permanently do that change or not. Like, are they willing to get rid of it permanently? That is my question. We're definitely having a lot less luck with this one. Granted, we did find the shiny pretty quickly, which I was pretty happy about. But like, getting the subsequent one seems like it's going to be a bit of an effort. It's kind of like farming for grains in Granblue. Okay, I think I really do have to do a picnic strat. They're not really having it easy. They're not really despawning now. Pokemon. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Let's do it. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. You don't know my real test. Freedom is my cause. I don't got the best for this. To take my skills. Show the world. Born to be a winner. Johto. Born to be a champion. Born to be a winner. Born to be the very best Pokemon. Johto. Born to be a winner. Pokemon. Now I sang through the whole thing. I was like, which one am I thinking of when I'm singing this? It's like, oh yeah, that's the second half of Johto, the anime, the English dub. I do remember really loving the first song for the English, the do 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 do. Everybody wanna be a master. Everybody wanna show those skills. Everybody wanna be the faster. The way to the top of the hill. Each time you climb, won't that get better? Each step you climb is one more step up the ladder. It's a whole new world we live in. Do 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 do. It's a whole new place to see. Do 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 do. Brand new place. With a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best that you can be. Like that. That song is catchy, you know. Thanks for the emotes. Man, Squid has such good emotes. And I like your Kosu one too. Is your dance emote supposed to be like the da 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 da? It makes me think of that. It is? Oh, she. I should learn that song. It's so catchy. Da 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 da. Oh, Fukireka. Fukiretta. I noticed that I like a lot of higher pitched songs, but I'm actually not a... I'm like a tenor to bass range, so like... all the high songs kind of hurt my throat after a while. Sag. The life of a lower voice singer. What's another really fun Pokemon English opening song? Oh, I think one of my favorite ones is the Do you wanna be a master Pokemon? Do you have the skills to be number one? Do you wanna be a master Pokemon? That one's another fun one. But they actually have there's like the Pokemon company or the Pokemon channel like puts out like those like short webtoons that they have, and one of them is one about the trading card game, and like it's very simple and like it's very short, but like it's very cute, and it, like my favorite part is just that there's like a dad character in it, and then like he really likes Pokemon, and he's like the dad kind of liking Pokemon, so like he turns on the radio with the kids in the car, and then like it's the Pokemon World song, and he's just like singing along. He's like, "So you want to be a master of Pokemon? Do you have the skills to be number one?" And it's like, and then you see the kids in the car, and they're like cringing really hard, and it's so great. And it's like, and I stared at that, and I was like, "That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me to my nieces and nephews whenever I have them, or kids, whichever. That'll be me. I'll be that guy." Torturing them in the car. Or my friend. I have a friend that me and a couple of friends have a friend that we like torturing with singing in the car. It's great. Everybody should have that kind of friend to torture in your car for long car rides. It's the best. Highly recommend it. I swear grass type shinies hate me. My brain is just thinking really like random Pokemon, like anime facts, and then I think one of the funnier ones I remember is that the Japanese voice for Morgana in P5 is the same person who voices Pikachu in the anime. And I was like, really? And I listened to it and I was like, oh yeah, it is like the same VA. It was so funny. You ever just play like an RPG and like in English and listen to in the dub, and then you hear like a character and you're like, wait, that's like 5 different characters from other games that came around that came out at the exact same time as this game. And you just like look it up and you're like, yeah, it's the same VA for every single one of them. And then you just slowly reminded that the English VA community is like actually not that big. Like I booted up Strangers of Paradise because I owned it, and I was like, I want to just play it for like a bit to like get a feel for it and be like, I'll go back to it later. But that's sometimes what I do is like when I buy a game and I don't play it right away, I play it for like an hour or something and go like, okay, I get what this game's putting down, I'll play this later. And then like I come back to it on like my backlog a million years later. Like, so I play Strangers in Paradise, and like it's just so funny when like I come across like a character and I'm like, that's Sai Nijima from P5, or like that's Yosuke from P4 and other. I'm only saying Persona because Persona's in my mind also, but like it's just funny to me. You should hear a Swedish cartoon. There's like 3 actors in total. Oh, that sounds great. Do they at least have like voice range, Kosu? Like, do they at least have like varied different voices for their different characters, or is it like literally the same character going like, "Hi, John. I know you're doing great. Yes, John. I know you're. I mean, Robert. I think you're doing great." And it's like, "Yeah, I think you're also doing great, Robert." It's like the same guy talking to himself 500 times. No, zero rage. Oh, okay. No. Oh no. The VA for Jessie in Pokemon also did the voice for Serena and Sailor Moon. Huh. I guess I haven't watched Sailor Moon enough to like notice that. That is pretty funny. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that effect. It wasn't very fitting, but fair. It makes for some fun vibes looking back at it. True. I'm trying to think about what my first anime was outside of like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, because those are technically anime. What was my first encounter? I want to say it's Inuyasha because of Adult Swim. It's either Inuyasha or Yu Yu Hakusho, I think, are like my first encounters with anime. And then from that point on, it was just basically the entire Toonami and the entire Toonami lineup until it became only Adult Swim. So, like, Full Metal Alchemist, the original anime, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, that was a big one. Tenchi Muyo, I kinda saw. Was there any other ones? I'm probably blanking on the other ones. But I know on Adult Swim, when Adult Swim came on, then it was like Wolf's Rain, Kikaishi, Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit, I think is another one that was on Adult Swim. Oh, Ghost in a Shell. I can't forget Ghost in a Shell. That was like one of the one of the ones that were on like Adult Swim once that happened. Oh, Furikuri. Furikuri. Oh god, Furikuri. Kuri. Hard to say. That was another one that was like that I encountered. God, there's more. There's like a lot more. Oh, Big O was another one. I loved Big O. And Cowboy Bebop. Oh, how did I forget about Cowboy Bebop? Sweden had Shonen Jump for a couple years, and there was so much love heen. Oh god. Love Hina is definitely an interesting one to air on TV for sure. Although I guess it's a lot tamer than like everything nowadays, which is kind of funny to me. Oh, you never watched Big O? I think it's pretty good. For the English dub, I think the main character's voice is the guy who does Spike from Cowboy Bebop. So like, it's very very good. Yeah. I'd say it's a classic. And of course, Cartoon Network picked up like Naruto, which my friend got me into. One Piece was another thing on 4Kids, so I got into like the first several seasons of One Piece, and then like I don't know what Adult Swim did, but like it just didn't broadcast like a lot of the episodes, and then suddenly I was in Alabasta and I got really confused. And then I never picked up One Piece again, which is a shame because now I feel like I have to watch through an entire catalog of episodes in order to catch up. Or read a shit ton of chapters. Which is a shame because I do want to catch up on One Piece, it's just that's a lot of effort. Quite honestly, I wish I dropped Bleach before I dropped One Piece, because, my god, Bleach. My ass had experience anime I wanted to watch through AMVs on YouTube. Ooh, that is relatable. I think my first time understanding that there was anime on the internet that you could watch was because my friend told me that full episodes of Naruto were on YouTube. And then I watched, and sure enough, there were just channels of foreign anime. And it was just crazy. And then eventually YouTube got acquired by Google, and then the Great Purge happened. And I had to find other sites to find the animes on the internet. Kids these days have it so easy. No, honestly, like, seriously, kids do not, when I meet kids nowadays and it's just like, I watched this anime, I'm just like, how? Do you realize how lucky you are to be able to watch anime? Like, my god. It's just so weird how different it is now. Like, my god. Oh, you can just, like, subscribe to Crunchyroll. You can watch on Crunchyroll. It's on TV more now, and it's just like at like hours of the day that your parents they'll go and look at you and go, "Are you sure you're allowed to be watching this?" And it's just like, maybe, I don't know. That was the childhood life of anime, where they broadcast it at freaking 10 in the evening, and you have like a curfew of like 11 o'clock or something. Childhood. And everybody watched Family Guy or something instead. Yep, childhood. Now you talk to people nowadays and you can go like, do you know what Jujutsu Kaisen is? And they're like, yeah, I do know what that is. Or you can say like, have you watched Spy Family? And it's like, I know what that is. And it's just like, what is life? The manga section of the library now compared to the early hunt. Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right. It'll be like wow, the library has a section for manga, and it's like one shelf, and it's like, oh goody, and there's one volume of every volume, and you're just like, great. Where's volume 3? Oh, somebody checked that out 2 weeks ago. And they didn't return it? They didn't return it. Oh, good, I'm happy, I'm glad. Or like, the manga section of like, I'm gonna like bring up ancient frickin' memories, but the manga section of Borders, where it was literally 2 shelves that you could find manga on, and 90% of it was probably Inuyasha. And then like, no, 90% of the shelf was like Inuyasha and like maybe Fruits Basket. I think those like the 2 main ones I saw on the shelf when I was young. Got lots of Ranma 1/2. You're right! Ranma 1/2! Right! That is another one! Oh my god. Oh, core memories unlocked. My gosh. Oh man. Old school. Oh. Ranma 1/2. Shaman King. And if you like ever had like a series you're like, do you have this series? It's like, no, it's way too niche, and then you're just sad. And yet they had things like D and Angel or something. Granted, I liked D and Angel. I'm sad that like the series went on a hiatus for a billion years, and like it went on hiatus even into my college years, and that made me depressed. But like, hey, I found that it continued or something. I didn't find it, but I heard it continued, which made me happy. Shaman King, yeah. Man. Oh, and of course Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was there. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Hack! Yes! Dot Hack. Oh. That was another show that was like randomly on Adult Swim too. Dot Hack. But I never knew which one I was watching because it would be like one of the billions of series of Hack. And I would never tell which one was which, because I never got to watch whatever was considered the first episode. Oh, Dot Hack. Man, now I'm trying to remember what else was on Adult Swim, because I swear I'm missing several other series that I've definitely seen on Adult Swim. Oh, Durarara was one. But that was like a later anime on Adult Swim. Can't think of more. I know that I think Kill la Kill got broadcast. No, there's no way it got broadcasted, right? Later? I don't think it did. But anyways, yeah, Kill la Kill was a time in college for sure when that came out. I remember getting pulled into it by my friend, who I'm still friends with after all this time. Like, he pulled me in to his room and he's like, "Oh, you want to watch this series, Kill la Kill?" And I was like, "What is that?" And I watched it, and it was quite a time for like myself, who didn't really watch too much anime at that point. I think. So like, well, actually, no, I'm lying. Freshman year of college, I binged so much anime because like I didn't know what to do in my downtime. So I watched through like a lot of like series that people said were good, or like very notable ones. Like Angel Beats was one I watched. The Familiar Zero was another series I watched. Shakugan no Shana, I watched through that entire series. I remember watching through a lot of really long ones, for sure, though. I watched through all of whatever Idolmaster had out at that point. I think it was just Idolmaster, the anime. And I liked the anime. I thought it was good. I never played the games, but, like, it seemed good. For the games. I don't know. I could not tell you. But, I remember when like I watched that, and then later it said like, oh, a series for Cinderella Girls is coming out, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I watched it, and then like, I think Cinderella Girls was like such a letdown from what I saw in the Idolmaster anime, because I thought the Idolmaster anime was really good. And then they had like a phone game and stuff. Yeah, what a time. I definitely remember watching a lot of series that like had a season 1 but didn't have a season 2 yet, and then it just so happened that like a year or two into college that like they got a season 2, and I was like, oh snap. I think for sure one of the genres I've watched the most of though for anime, especially in college, I think I watched a lot of rom-coms. And the one rom-com I regret reading was... No, I regret reading several rom-coms. Which ones? Ori Imo and Nisekoi. I think those two were complete mistakes on my part that I read. That I watched and read. They definitely finished. And I was sad by both. I didn't learn my lesson though, because I read Musamane-kun no Revenge, and then like I disappeared from that when it like ended. And then I found out it ended, and then I was like, okay. And then they had a season 1 of anime, and then for like a bajillion years they never had a season 2. But then I guess they decided to have a season 2, like recently, like within this year, and I was very confused. I want to rewatch Soul Eater. Fun fact, I've actually never watched it. I have been told that I should watch it though, because like there's a couple of characters that my friend was like, oh, I think there's like a couple characters in that I feel like are very similar to you, and I was like, really? So I need to see that series. I always hear good things. I really should watch it. It's very hard to get me to watch shows because I know for sure that I have to sit down and like dedicate time to it, and I'm very bad at doing that with shows unless I have something that I'm doing on the side. Cause like, I'm kind of one of those people where like I need to be doing something constantly, even if it's like something outside of watching something. So, like if I watch. Like, if my friend tells me to binge 2 seasons of Overlord, which I would do because I like Overlord a lot. I have to play Grand Blue in the background, or I do not pay attention after a while. No, I get it. I have like no attention span for anime. No, like I think shaking your hand, Kosu. Like, sometimes it's just really hard to like sit down and like watch something. You know. I'm glad you understand. I haven't watched anime regularly in like 10+ years. Very fair, very fair. Yeah, like ever since I left college, I like stopped binging it as easily. So like, I only recently started like randomly binging like shows, and usually it's because the entire season's already out, and that's a lot easier to do than doing it weekly, you know? It's so frustrating when you gotta multitask to focus, but you gotta focus on subs, and there's like cool animations, so you gotta focus, but pain. No, exactly. I get you. Like, I have to make sure that I'm doing something where I don't need 100% attention to it, but like enough that I can like pay attention to like the subs and stuff. It's like, you gotta jump through all kinds of hurdles to like comfortably watch anime if you don't like, if you're not like, I'm only gonna do this watch of the anime and nothing else with my time. Yeah, I 100% get that. I've tried doing it while drawing, and it just does not work out ever, because I'll either not pay attention to my drawing, or I'll not pay attention to the anime. feel like that's the case for like what's it called? So like that's like a case for where I might watch the dub instead, because I can at least understand what's happening if I look away too long. But yeah, like you said, if the animation is like something I really need to pay attention to, then it's still sad. Oh yeah, another series that I wanna look into because well, not because, but like another series I really haven't started trying to get it look into is Jujutsu Kaisen, because like that is another one where like I feel like I kind of don't know if that, well, this is like more of a case of I don't know if I want to read it or if I want to watch it. And like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I watch it, I'll probably get through the current stuff at least faster. Because I have done cases where I've watched the anime and then was like, yeah, this is good, and then I kind of reread it instead afterward to like continue. And then like once the anime comes out, I kind of just ignore it and just keep reading. I don't know, sometimes I find that easier. It's really weird. I've actually been watching a lot of Gintama to wind down the past few months, and somehow have managed to focus, but I think it's because it's so episodic usually. Yeah! Also, good choice. Gintama's great. But yeah. No, yeah, I get that. Yeah, the episodic nature really helps a lot for that. Until Gintama decides to like randomly throw its actual plot at you, and you're like, oh yeah, this show has plot. Good old Gintama. I remember when I got out of college, I had a friend who started watching Detective Conan from like episode 1. I wonder how far they've gotten since then. It's been like 7 years since I've gotten out of college, so like, which means I've been working for that long. Hey you, but yeah. So true, I just watched a Shinsen Gumi Crisis arc last night. It was like right. Ah, plot! I think, but like, the funny thing is, like, I think a lot of the series that I got like an emotional attachment to, that when they that with the fact that I binged through it and it was over, were like all like gag series, like Furukoba. Like when I finished Nichijou, I was so sad because I was like, "There's not more Nichijou, please no." Or like when there wasn't more of Danshi Kokosei no Nichijou, that also made me sad that there was no more. My emotional attachment to gag manga. I almost had that with Gekkan Shoujo no Nozaki-kun, but like, I was pleased to know that the manga is still going, so I've been reading the manga along with ever since the anime ended. The manga's great. There's so many characters that they haven't introduced yet in the anime, so I'm hoping that the anime gets another season one day. Because the anime completely did not even add in Nozaki's little brother. Dansuko Gosei no Nichijou is so good, right? I think my favorite one of that show is the one where they were like in the house and they're just like bored and they're just like, what do you want to do? And it's like, they're just like, please pick a save file, and it is like them playing a really scuff like Dragon Quest in the house and role playing that the entire time. And it like it's the two crazier characters like doing stuff like Dancho, Deppu, Furo, Jack. Ore no mae wa Jack. Like that part always kills me. Jack. or any of the literature girl segments. Those were all great. You've forgotten that. Good, you should remember. Remember. Ore no mae wa Jack. Tadakuri no imoto! Kaze. Oh, third Fomantis, where are you? Please show up. How much I didn't realize the GDQ video I was watching went onto an Astrospiff video instead. Dang. Wait, which Astrospiff video is this? Oh, the wrench only My Friendly Neighborhood video. That one's pretty good. Oh yeah, I forget if I got more emote slots or not. I should look at that. Dude. I think I did? Did I? I don't remember. Where's the emote part? There it is. Because if I have another animated slot, I'll definitely use it. Oh, I have 4 animated slots? Sick. I should use those somehow. Oh, and I have a regular emote slot too. I should probably redesign my emotes. But I just have been so lazy with drawing lately. If I do an animated emote though, I'm hoping that, well, there's that Toothless meme where it's like dancing to, this is a shiny, I see it. Finally! The third one! But anyways, yeah, there's that Toothless meme where it does the dance to the Driftveil music. And like, I was considering maybe doing something with that as an emote, and then my friend actually, who really likes the meme, pinged me, and she was like, you should do this for the you should do this. You should make this into an animated version of you. And I was like, alright, I have validation. I should do that. So like maybe one day I'll have to like actually draw it out. Maybe I'll just I'll either rotoscope it maybe, or I'll just like eyeball the animation like I did with the... Cause like, this emote that I have, I animated it by just looking at the rainbow bird gif, and then I just kind of like vibed and was like, yeah, and I just kind of looked at it and eyeballed frame by frame. So maybe I'll do that with the dance emote, but I'm not too sure. I mean, with the dance meme. Okay, well, that's my third one, and I'm losing my mind looking at these tiny Fomantises, so I think it's a good point to move on to the next shiny. Wow, and of course they all have horrible IVs. Alright, well. Alright, so now we're not gonna do... We're gonna do a shiny hunt, but we're gonna do Pokemon that aren't in a mouse outbreak, so we're gonna see how that goes, because it means I'm gonna have to make sandwiches. And I'm gonna have to, like, actually bike around and stuff. Alright. If this is your first time here, welcome to the terrarium. This is the third DLC. This is the second DLC area. It's an underwater terrarium that's split into 4 different quadrants with different Pokemon from different regions. So currently we're in the coastal biome. And that is where we'll be starting our hunt. If I can find a good spot for it. I think I need to find a spot that doesn't have flowers? Well, actually, I'll probably be running around the map a lot, so like, I think anywhere's fine. Alright, so we're gonna save the game. We're gonna stick this first, actually, and then save the game. And we're gonna make ourselves a good old sandwich. I think this might spawn birds, which might not be ideal, but I guess we'll try our best here. Alright, so... Psychic. I want to say Psychic was Prosciutto. Alright, time to open up my documents and look for the picture, because I don't remember. Sandwich picture. There it is, okay. Let's see. Psychic type Pokemon are onions. Oh, okay. That's super easy to put on a sandwich. And then we just need any 2 Herba Mystica. Alright, and before I start this, I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I'm reminded that I should make a Bay Rights back stream, but I'm back. Alright. So we'll see how this goes. Also, when I also grabbed some food. Nothing crazy. So. And of course, the top bun doesn't do anything, so you can just ignore it. And you have a sandwich, or some kind of fancy toast. Alright, sick. The hunt begins. We got 30 minutes per air. Oh dear. That's a lot of eggs. These are not the Pokemon I was hunting for. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. This is unfortunate. I might actually have to wait for an outbreak for this Pokemon, otherwise it's probably gonna be impossible. They're not even spawning, actually, too. It's just these eggs. So much egg. Look at all these execute. Yeah, not even like a single Espurr in sight. This is all execute. Am I looking? No, this is no. Yeah, okay. There's an Espurr right there. Oh god, and I have all the Oricorios here too. Oh no. Oh, okay, over here? This is fine. Okay, so they're spawning more over here. Okay. Okay, so this is the area. Okay, never mind. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. Alright, so ideally we want the little ones to be shiny because the big ones are they're more obvious to see, but their shiny is like yellow, and we don't want any of that. Oh yeah, and of course, speaking of the Driftvale, the Toothless meme, this area is gonna play the Driftvale theme a lot. Okay, so Espurr's shiny is pink, and it's like very obviously pink, I think. So I think we might be okay. If we see purple, then it's not it. So just gotta look for that pink. Alright, this is actually taking up a lot of my brain power to concentrate to see if I'm seeing it. Oh no. Did they spawn on the beach? Oh, okay, we're so fine. Alright. Alright, sick. Alright, sick. Alright, sick. Alright, sick. Alright, sick. Awesome. We're so fine. We're so back. We're so back. Okay, I can't go too close to the ocean because that spawns in K. Gotcha. Gotcha. So I just kind of have to go on this beach back and forth until I find it. Let's get rid of the crab brawler because it's just gonna be there annoying me. I want to say that the Meowsticks are yellow when they're shiny. Because, like, I know that Espurr is pink. But I want to say that Meowstick is yellow. It does seem like the spawners in this area are very, like, spread out compared to, like, in Kitakami. Okay, so it's like yellow and pink. Yellow and pink. Just gotta keep my eye out for that. I think it should be fairly obvious. Pink. Famous last words. The shade is probably throwing me off with colors though too. Annoying. I wasn't sure if I saw a shiny, but then it turns out it's just the model being called for distance. Damn. We still got 16 minutes left on this sandwich. Oh boy. So far, no shiny. Looking like it's gonna be a reset sandwich, man. So the reason why I'm looking for Espurr specifically is because this is actually a friend bounty. This is a Pokemon that a friend of mine, Goldie, who really wanted this Pokemon shiny. So that is been added to my list of hunts. The first two were me. I just wanted those. But yeah, this one is for my friend. So yep. As always, if you feel like you want a specific shiny, and you still play this game, and you feel like it's not a waste, yep, just let me know, and I'll look hard for it. No, it's normal. This is normal. Yeah, it's normal. Oh, dang it. Look at all the little Espurs and Meowstics. I'm so glad the beach spawns them. I don't know what biome this is classified as for them though. Maybe it's like technically human civilization because it's next to the gazebos, so it probably counts as a town in a way because it's like urban. It's probably why they're spawning here. What would pink look like on this surface, actually? I guess it wouldn't be as shadowed, but I can never say for sure. I mean, once I see it, it'll probably be obvious, but like... That's the thing about shiny hunts, if you've never seen the Pokemon inside the game you're hunting in before, it's a little bit harder. Too much purple. Where's the pink? Show me the pink! Oh, it's been long enough that the static encounter respawned, my god. Oh, you're purple. I know some people who like color correct their TVs to like make it easier. So that like the actual shiny like pops out more. Like some people actually do that, and it does help. I think they changed the gamma or something, I think. What how these last two hunts have been going? Or with this hunt and with the Fomantis hunt? I don't know if I'll even get the Tera Raids tonight. It might just be... just might be... this and maybe another hunt. But, yeah. I don't know if I could keep doing this until I can Tera Raid. I'm not actually burning that much Urban Mystica, so like... honestly, I could probably skip out on the raiding part of tonight. Because I'd have to go through my other files to like determine which one I'm using as the Herba Mystica drop. Which one is going to be used for the drop farm. I could definitely end the stream off though on gacha again. Like, that's definitely not out of the question. Although, maybe I want to beat up the Happini mass outbreak before I start doing gacha in this. Man, the difference of them being on the grass lighting versus this lighting is so different. Okay, it's nighttime. They might pop out more if they're pink. Honestly. So, like, I should really stop going this far out to the grass. I should just kind of hover in this middle a little more. I just want a little pink Espurr, little pink one. Losing my mind now, yes I am, I really am. I'm losing my mind now, just going in circles, looking for an Espurr that is pink, indeed. And then I'm losing my mind. Yes, I'm really losing my mind. Looking at nothing in but sand. I did not even see that. Espurr, it was so blended in. Oh god. Please, the pink one. Please, when it's pink, please pop out, like, actually in the ground. Please be, like, actually easy to see. I guess I haven't really heard the battle music in this area for a while. I need to stop going so close to the ocean. It really is just this line that I should be running back and forth on. Six more minutes on this one, and I gotta reset and do another one. Oh boy. That's strange. Normally I get at least one per sandwich, so that must mean that I'm really not getting anything. Normally you run to like just despawn things faster, but it doesn't really seem like it really works in this area. So walking honestly might be more efficient for checking. I'll find this damn thing. I'll do it. I'll do it. Honestly, with a sandwich on it, it's kind of a win if you get at least one. That might not be the case here, which is kind of sad. I think I'm getting 0. Ooh, only 2 minutes left too. Oh my god, where is it? Any shiny, please? No, they got 214 left. I don't know. There's no way. If I had to compare this to my worst hunt, which was Roaring Moon, I think this one is way more tolerable at least, because I actually have an isolated encounter. It was a lot better than Roaring Moon, where it had like a whole other dragon type that could be wasting its spawns, which ended up making me catch quite a few of that other Pokemon. We only got a minute 23 left before it resets. Ooh, 52 seconds left. Will I find anything? Only 33 seconds. Do, 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 do. The sandwich ran out. I see Peck a Peck. Yeah. Alright. So we have to reset to get back our Herba Mystica. Alright. Round 2. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, we'll save here instead. Better spot. Let's go make another sandwich. God free us. All right. This time for sure. And hopefully it's not a meow stick. Please don't be a meow stick. Oh shit. I wonder if it's better to stop and wait for things to spawn before moving. Not it. This. Kinda liking roof strat. I don't think it's working that great, but I kinda like it. Couldn't get away. Oh god, I'm too slow. Couldn't get away. Oh my god. I didn't mean to use substitute. Oh, so annoying. Oh wow, the rain. It's really storming in the game. I swear, I'm gonna like go to like where Reuniclus spawns, and it's gonna be like shiny immediately or something with this fucking sandwich. I swear to God. Whew, I felt like a cold breeze when I realized that it was coming from my window. The cool air is coming in. So much nothing, my eyes are dying. Wow, it's like really storming in game, actually. Where can this pink thing be? Or in the other case, where's the yellow thing at? What the? Oh god, I didn't even see it. Oh, one step higher and it's execute instead. That's hilarious. Damn. I saw something bright in that bush and I wasn't sure if it was pink or not. Good thing we can test. Yeah, though, I have not seen a single yellow Meowstic or anything either. It does seem like that these spawn points are just so spread out, for sure. They're not as clustered. So it's definitely not helping my search point time. If this were a mass outbreak like the other two, it should be vastly easier to get. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Whew. Oh my god. Alright. We're already at 13 minutes left on this sandwich. Alright, so I'm gonna make an executive decision. If I can't get it in this sandwich, I'll do one more, and if I can't get it in that one, then I think I might call it for the night. And then I probably will just skip doing Tera Raids for tonight. It's like, I could definitely feel myself getting tired. Just trying to look for this. The good thing though is that we were not going to be ending on like a loss, you know, because we did find the other ones that I was hunting for pretty well. So like, I'd say that's a pretty big win, even if we don't get this last one. The pet emote. You're not pink, you're just purple. 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 Oh my god. My pathing. My ability. Alright, so we have 10 more minutes on this particular sandwich. Is that it? Holy shit! It exists! Holy moly. Re-holy. Oh my god, my brain. Let's see. What does it know? Psybeam, light, screen, reflect, shy shock. Okay, we don't have to worry about anything. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so it is actually visually not too bad to see. Very good. Okay. Okay, so I think this might be fine here. Oh, thank God, it's a crit cap. Alright. Perfect. This is perfect for my friend. Alright, awesome. Finally. It happened. That was definitely worth the love ball after all that effort, thank God. Alright, that was from our friend. So, bounty complete. Alright, I have 7 minutes left. How about we use that 7 minutes to see if we can find something here. A certain psychic little green blob Pokemon, you know? Let's see if we can find that. Oh, also, let me do this so that it freezes the timer real quick. Let's see. What color is it when it... Oh, dear God, I cannot tell that color. This is gonna be even also harder, if I can even find it. Alright, let's use the last 7 minutes in this area and see if we can find anything. I hope the color is obvious, because it's slightly different. It's very subtly slightly different. Oh no. Oh, there's a blizzard. This is gonna be so hard to see. These only spawn out here. Can they spawn? Okay, let us... I'm gonna check real quick. Am I winning, JJ? Also, hi, JJ. I think so. We have quite a bit. And then I'm trying to see if I can use the last 6 minutes of this to find Reuniclus for Kosu. But I have to like see if I can survive looking at anything through this blizzard. Yippee! Okay, so like I see the difference for the shiny. It should be like a slightly blue or green on the outside of it. So like I think in engine it might pop out more, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check. Okay. Oh dear. There's so many. There's so many of them. The little children. Okay, these spawn a lot easier than the Espurs and the mouse sticks. So like, honestly, I wouldn't mind giving a 30-minute sandwich try to these. We'll see. I just need to be very vigilant on the coloring. Also, wow, I didn't realize all 3 stages actually could spawn in this area. That's cool. Oh my god, this is all the little groupings of the little guys. Isn't even harder, like, the shiny hunt that I've been considering, and it's Ditto. Or Zorua. But honestly, I might have a better chance of finding a shiny Zorua playing Legends Arceus instead, so maybe I'll just do that. Ditto, though, I could definitely probably maybe find a Ditto. There's like 2 locations I would consider using to find the Ditto, but I guess we'll see. Minute 23 left on this sandwich. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a lot more spawns of this, like, than I was seeing of the Espurr, so like I think I actually can stand another 30 minutes trying to see if I can find a shiny one of these. So I might put in the effort for that. Alright, so we only have 44 seconds left of this one, so we'll see. Oh, oh, oh! It happened! Look at how blue! Look at it! Let's go! Let's go! It's beautiful. It happened. It happened, Kosu. We did it. Oh man. Well, let's see. Oh, it's just a little guy. Oh. Let's get that blue theme going on, you know? Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, baby. It's real. All on the one sandwich. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, it has a mark too. What does it have? The blizzard mark. It's the shivering. Reuniclus the shivering. Oh, so beautiful. Oh my god, an entire Pokemon redeem? Holy moly, I have not seen that redeem ever used in so long. In honor. Alright, Kosu, you got it. Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venus over Tata, Firo, PGC, King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Gastly, Ponyta, Boreon, Pottermouth, Butterfree, Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorino, Golduck, Officer, Grammar, Victobel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch, Abba, Jigglypuff, King, Raiho, Capavo, Big Tuff, Zubat, Primate, Meowth, Alex, Geodude, Rapidash, Magnemite, Snorlax, Gengar, Tickle, Golding, Spearow, Weezing, Zero, Gyarados, Slowbro, Kabuto, Persian, Paris, Horsey, Raticate, Magmite, Kadabra, Whimsicott, Ditto, Cloyster, Caterpie, Sentry, Bulbasaur, Durando, Golem, Pikachu, Alakazam, Dodo, Venonat, Macho, Kingscan, Hypno, Electabuzz, Fairyland, Blastoise, Poliwhirl, Otis, Drowsy, Raichu, Nidoqueen, Barrowstar, Starmie, Metapod, Marowak, Kokuna, Clefairy, Dodrio, Seadrop, Five-Boom, Krabby, Lickitung, Tauros, Weedle, Nidoran, Machop, Shelter, Porygon, Hitmonchan, Articuno, Jinx, Nidorina, Nidorina, Beedrill, Haunter, Squirtle, Chansey, Parasite, Execute, Buck, Dugong, Johto, Lapras, Vulpix, Rhydon, Charizard, Marchand, Pinsir, Coughing, Dodrio, Golbat, Staryu, Magikarp, Ninetales, Ekans, Almost Star, Scyther, Tentacle, Dragonite, Magmar, Sandslash, Chevrolet, Psyduck, Iconite, Eevee, Exector, Kabutops, Zapdos, Dratini, Growlithe, Petrifying, QOL, Graveline, Volt, Gloom, Charmeleon, Wartortle, Mewtwo, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks. Okay. Whew, there's your entire Pokerap, Kosu. Thank you for the redeem. It's been a while. Thank you, Kosu. Oh, actually, quite a lot of these actually had marks. Wow, dang. Lunchtime mark. Espurr the early riser. Oh, it's even more special. Oh, Goldie's gonna be so happy. Alright, Kosu. This Reuniclus is for you whenever you want to pick it up, I guess, one day. I will remember that it is specifically for Kosu. Yeah, no worries, no rush, yeah. Oh, I'm just so happy that, like, I wasn't even thinking that I should check up here, but then I got up here and it was there. It was there. How real. Oh, so beautiful. It was fate, yeah. Alright, so I think with that we can actually end this off as a successful hunt for today. Let's regroup somewhere and look at our spoils, and I'll probably just take screenshot. Hells yeah. Alright, let's go grab the children and put them into a nice photo. Okay, I'll put Reuniclus with the flamingos. So we'll take a nice photo over here. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at them go. They're so pink. Oh, whoa, what happened? Oh, okay. Oh, that freaked me out. I thought the game crashed. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, let's pack up this picnic and then we'll do the last ones and get that photo. Do these ones. Oh, I put Reuniclus back in the party. Ah, it's fine. Reuniclus can be there for both photos. It's fine. Oh, beautiful. What a good haul today. What a good haul. And I didn't only had to use sandwich ingredients twice. Not bad at all. Very conservative day. Okay. Let's go find somebody to raid. As I lose my mind. Hells yeah. Oh hell yeah, Kip's still streaming. We're raiding Kip. Alright, let's go raid Kip, everybody. Let's go raid the Kipu. Kip is doing karaoke, I think. Soft karaoke. Please go say hi. Let's go! Thanks for coming!